Hey, my chosen ones. Welcome to today's video. My name is Danielle Corinne, and I give you inspiration, motivation, so that you can live a happy, peaceful, loving, prosperous life with your mind, your body, and your soul. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so in today's video, I am going to talk about preserving your energy and keeping it sacred. Ladies, my chosen ones, we get so caught up. Hopefully this is not you. I know this was me at some point. So caught up in men. Lord help us. We get so caught up that we lose ourselves. We lose our identity. And ultimately, we lose our minds. Now, I was married for a very long time, 20 plus years. And in that relationship, I saw that I started to lose myself. No matter how, what I tried to do, I tried to maintain my identity. But because I got married so young, I didn't even really know what my identity was. So I saw my identity through my relationship with my ex-husband. Now, fast forward, once we separated, I had to find myself. And oh, Lord, was that a journey. I came in contact with people, men specifically, who didn't have my best interests at heart. See, I was used to being with my husband. So, that comfortability, he knew my ways, I knew his ways. So it was very familiar. But when I got back out in the dating world, it was like I was a little fish in a big pond amongst sharks. Men are sharks. Men are sharks. And we are lovely little harmless flounders, But you can't be like that, especially if you're dating. So you can't be a flounder. You can act like a flounder, but you really have to be a shark. You have to be a shark in flounder's clothing, so to speak. But I was a flounder in flounder's clothing, and I didn't know. I was I didn't know about all the wolves out there. And so I got caught up, and I got manipulated. I got deceived. I got taken advantage of. And, it's only now that I can speak about it without feeling any way about it, because I've healed from it. But this was my journey, and it wasn't a pleasant one. I was crying. I was feeling worthless. I was feeling valueless. I didn't know, I didn't know what to expect. And so one of the things that I want to impart on you in this video is to keep your energy. One of the things that I realized as a chosen feminine divine goddess, you possess something that men want. You possess something that a lot of people want, but specifically men. And that is your energy. That is your sacred sexual energy. That is your spiritual energy. That is your emotional energy. Even now, I'm still in the dating world, but I don't take it as seriously as I used to. I used to feel like I needed to be in a relationship, especially after I was no longer with my husband. I felt like I needed to be in a relationship. I even got engaged, but I broke that off because something just didn't feel right. I really needed to find myself, and I found her. I found her, and I'm so thankful that I did. But it was a long journey. It was, years of self-discovery, years of self-awareness, years of being at the bottom, years of not valuing myself, years of understanding my worth and discovering who I am and who I'm supposed to be and who I was born to be. And, all these things, a lot of journaling, a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer, a lot of crying, a lot of, dark days, because I had to find her. I had to find that beautiful, beautiful spirit, that beautiful soul that lives inside of this beautiful body. That's who I had to find. And even though every day it's a new discovery, I can say I have awakened. I have awakened to who I am and what I possess. And that's why I'm making these videos, to help you awaken to who you are. So if you're chasing a man right now, stop chasing him. If you're not putting yourself first, start putting yourself first. If you're not focusing on yourself, your goals, your fitness, your health, your life, your success, then start focusing on those things. Because one of the things that we do as women, especially when we are, unaware or unconscious, we chase men and we give our energy away. And that was something that I had to discover within myself. I didn't know exactly what it was. I didn't know how to express it, but I knew something wasn't right, and I always felt depleted. I always felt like I was giving more than the man was. And, it was just a perpetual cycle of wanting to be with him, not wanting to be with him, knowing that I don't want to be with him, knowing he's no good for me, but yet can't break away. Trauma bonds, attachment, attachment to people, codependency, all these things that we deal with, that we battle with. And it comes from our childhood, a lot of it. If you were abandoned by your father or abused by your mother or your father, we look for love. We look for love outside of us. Meanwhile, we have to understand that the only true love comes from within us. Wherever we go, there we are. You are wherever you go. He or she will leave, but you will remain to yourself. When you look in the mirror and you look to the left and you look to the right, you turn around, all you have is you. At the end of the day, you can't rely on anybody else. Of course, you can rely on the Creator, God, of course. But I mean in this physical world. I'm not talking about spiritual. I'm talking about the physical realm that we are experiencing right now. Who can you truly say you can rely on 100%? Do you really know anybody 100%? I mean, I don't even know my kids 100%. As much as I like to think I know them, there are things that they keep from me. There are lies that they tell me, and I have to understand that, because everybody puts on a face. Everybody is deceiving everybody. Everybody is trying to fit in or telling you what you want to hear. Maybe you have yes people around you. Maybe you have manipulative people around you. But what you need to understand is that you have to save your energy, preserve your energy for you, so that you can become the best version of yourself. That's all that matters. Because when you do that, you will attract the right people. And the most sacred energy that you possess is your sexual energy. It's your sexual energy. Stop having sex with these men. Stop having sex. Give yourself 90 days, 6 months, a year. Give yourself however long it takes to clear yourself, to clear out the energy of all of the trauma, of all of the abuse, of all of the pain, of all of the lies, of all of the deceit, of all of the things that are keeping you in a low vibrational state. When I stopped having sex, that's when everything became clear to me. You may think it's funny that, when we say women go crazy over men, it's true. I went crazy over men because I didn't know any better. I didn't realize that when you give your sexual energy away, that's your life force. So you're actually giving your life over to somebody that you don't even really know, that you don't even really know cares about you. You don't even really know if he likes you or not. You don't even know. But you think he's cute, he has muscles and a nice smile, so you're giving everything you have away to him. Stop having sex with these men and start putting yourself first. Preserve your sexual energy for creative outlets, for creative projects. Start that new business that you said you were going to start. Go back to school because you said you were going to do it. Start focusing on building yourself up instead of building a man up. And I'm not saying that we don't need men. Please don't take this video as a man bashing video, because it's not. We need men for certain things, to protect and provide for us. But at the end of the day, if they're causing more harm than good, if they're disturbing your peace, if they're lying to you, if they're taking you for a ride, if they're manipulating you, if they're gaslighting you, if they are, using triangulation and flying monkeys and all these things that come with narcissism and just big egos, do you really need them in your life? that particular energy. Think about the energy that you want in your life. Think about the energy that you possess right now. Maybe you're not at the highest level of energy that you should be. So that's why you're attracting all of the low vibrational men in your life. Oh, why can't I find a good man? Maybe you need to become a better woman to yourself. Maybe you need to start keeping your promises to yourself. I made a video about that. I'll link it up here below, up here. Maybe you need to start keeping your promises to yourself. Maybe you need to start loving yourself more, loving on yourself more. Maybe you need to start exercising more. Maybe you need to start eating properly. These are all the things that you need to start doing for yourself before you can attract anything else. We attract who we are. So when I was attracting all those low vibrational men, it's because I was low vibrational. I was in a fight or flight mode. I was in scarcity mode. I was in, desperation or whatever it was. All those feelings, all those energies that don't serve me. So because I wasn't serving myself and because I was putting out that type of energy, that's what I was getting back. And of course, it didn't feel good. So the more negative energy you put out, the more you're going to get back and the worse you're going to feel. So ladies, preserve your energy. Preserve your spiritual energy. There are leeches out there who want to take from you. Take. And they can't give anything back because they don't have anything to give back. They're dark energies. They're walking around lonely, depressed, angry, bitter. Don't allow that to come into your space and you want to save the world. No, because all that's going to do is deplete you. So save your spiritual energy. Save your emotional energy. Don't get all crazy over a man or anybody else. Don't lose your cool. Don't lose your temper. Don't go flying off the handle and yelling at people and cursing people out. For what? For what? You stay in your feminine energy and you stay calm, cool, and collected as much as possible. You tell people how you feel and you keep it moving. You don't owe anybody anything. The only person you owe things to is yourself. Save your emotional energy. Save your spiritual energy. Save your mental energy. Don't have people living in your head for free, worrying about their next move, worrying if they cheating, worrying who they talking to, worrying about where they at. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Why would you do that to yourself? You're just taking, time out of your life when you can have a busy schedule doing something productive, doing things that you love. So save that mental energy. Save that physical energy. The act of having sex that you spending on somebody else, doing certain things to them that you shouldn't even be doing, putting your mouth places you shouldn't be putting, doing things that you shouldn't be doing. You're using up physical energy, fighting, arguing, carrying on, doing all these things that is not benefiting you. Save that physical energy. Go exercise. Go take a walk. Go in nature. Do some gardening. Clean up your house. Use that physical energy for good, not towards somebody who doesn't deserve it. Now, ladies, I'm only talking about people who don't deserve it. If you notice, I'm saying all negative things here, not the positive. You have a positive man that is positive, giving, loving, romantic. He knows how to take care of his emotions. He knows how to communicate. I'm not talking about those types of men. If you found one of those gems, congratulations, sis. I'm talking about the ones who are alcoholics, drug addicts. They can't keep a job. They've been incarcerated. They are mean. They're nasty. They're agitated. They're irritated. Or they may make six figures, but they're lonely. They're bitter. They don't know how to treat a woman. They have mommy issues. They have daddy issues. They're abusive. They think all women are bitches and hoes. Those are the kind of men I'm talking about. Those types of men, etc., etc. Not the good ones. There are a few good ones out there. And like I said, if your energy is high enough, you will attract the good ones. But the low energy ones, you have to work on yourself, sis. And lastly, again, save your sexual energy. That is your creative life force. That's how you bring life into this world. That's what you were blessed with. And that's what every man wants from you. They want to suck that out of you. They want to squeeze that sexual energy out of you, because they know if they can get your sexual energy, your life force, they got you. They got your mind, they got your body, they got your soul. You have created a soul tie now. You have exchanged liquids and fluids and DNA, and so now you're going to be just as messed up as they are, just as depressed and miserable as they are, fighting for survival. Don't do it, sis. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to your children. Don't do it to your future self. Don't do it. Make better decisions. Use discernment. Use discernment when dating. Okay? Use discernment. Don't let your loins dictate your actions. Use discernment and have some discipline. Okay? Because what you possess, every man wants. So don't give it away for free. You're too precious. You're too valuable. You're like a jewel, a diamond in the rough. So remember that. All right? So preserve your energy, my lovely ladies, and be good. And I'll see you ladies in the next video. Until then, take care. Love and light.